Woman play in the NBA? Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban seems to think so. Cuban told the Dallas Morning News reporter if Baylor center Brittney Griner is the best player on the board, he would take her. ESPN tweeted the story and Griner responded, "I'd hold my own. Let's do it." Griner is a 6'8" center for the Baylor women's basketball team. She scored the second highest points by any NCAA female player and holds the record for most blocks in college for both sexes. Griner is arguably the most dominant collegiate female basketball player ever, but Griner plays mostly with her back to the basket and uses her size to score uncontested shots, an advantage that would be negated in the NBA, where the average size is 6'7". A writer for Fan IQ notes this problem as the reason why Griner would struggle in the NBA. She would either be matched up against guards who would be much quicker or forwards and centers who are considerably stronger. An ESPN analyst agrees Griner would just be physically outmatched in the NBA. He says if Cuban is serious about Griner playing, he wants him to put his money where his mouth is.
I just want to know if Mark Cuban on his television show Shark Tank, he would invest and buy Brittney Griner. Because I think the reality is, if he sat around with those guys and said, yeah, I'll invest $1 million in her, I don't think he would invest it.
And some, including a writer for Rant Sports, believe Cuban just made the statements to put Dallas in the news now that an NBA playoff berth seems unlikely this season. It's hard to say if Cuban truly believes that Griner has what it takes to compete in the NBA, or if he sees this as an outstanding and unique marketing opportunity. But knowing what we know of Cuban's mind for business, I would have to believe it's the latter. So if not the NBA, what's next for Griner? She'll most likely be the first overall pick in the WNBA draft this April. A writer for Yahoo Sports says she realistically has the potential to be a franchise-leading, league-dominating superstar in the WNBA. That's the sort of pressure and expectation we should be placing on her, because these are expectations she's fit to handle, to probably exceed. And fun fact, this has happened before. Ann Myers Drysdale was the first woman to try out for an NBA team back in 1979. She signed a contract with the Indiana Pacers, but did not make the team. For Newsy, I'm Lauren Goris.